It's a new day and a ton more snow. This is crazy, and James said it's not stopping.
We got 2 more days of snow. 2 more days.
Yeah,
What's this stuff, babe?
this is nuts. So we cleaned out the coop, got the chickens all ready for the big snow because they're going to be locked in their coop when it gets down to -30, so they're all good. We moved the skid steer, moved the piles of sand and crush, just sort of compacted them a little bit. We haven't got around to cleaning up inside the work pit.
Yeah, I want to look at Fahrenheit to Celsius. Because we have lots of US people that watch, so I want to let them know what the temperature is going to, because it's really cold.
Okay.
But
You could be on your phone then.
yeah, Fahrenheit to Celsius.
So we haven't gotten around to cleaning out the inside of the pit, but James was able to clean out, like just organize around his shop area, which was a total disaster after doing all the rammed earth. So today, well, okay, wait. Yesterday, James took a somewhat impromptu trip into Calgary, into the nearest city, Calgary, because you found a marketplace deal.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is great.
Yeah, for
These big pipes. So this is part of our climate battery system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are going to act as manifolds. These are going to act as manifolds, and then I'm going to have to drill holes in them for this. Is essentially a weeping tile. It's a 4-inch pipe, and that's going to be spread out 2 foot on center on the manifolds, going across the full width of the greenhouse. So I have to drill holes in, connect everything, and we'll be pulling air down from the high point of the greenhouse into the climate battery to charge it. This time of year is really when we want it to work, if we get sun.
Yeah.
We do have the alternate heat source with the wood burner and the hydronic lines, but I've seen a few people trying this on YouTube, and then we're also part of a Facebook group where I'm seeing more information on this, and it does work. So this, in combination with the rammed earth walls and the thermal mass,
and the fact that we dug down almost 6 feet to the ground, which is where these are going.
Yes.
James picked all this up in Calgary yesterday for a sweet deal, which is awesome.
Yeah.
The part of the reason why we want to clean up the pit is because we're going to have to backfill, and this stuff is going to have to go in there to create the climate battery. But we're dealing with all this snow and more to come. Like, what do you think this is? A foot?
No, it's about, we're looking at about 4.5, 5 inches, and that's supposed to come again tonight, and then again the day after. And then the temperatures drop to 32 Celsius, which is -25 Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
-25.6. It is cold. So we also have a bit of an issue with our side-by-side. It keeps overheating, and I've ordered a part for that.
The plow.
Yeah. It's a thermostat, but I have to replace that tomorrow. Luckily, they have the part, which is kind of amazing, because out here, if you want to find stuff, it just doesn't seem to happen.
You can't just run to the store and grab it.
No. And even ordering stuff, and that side-by-side being a diesel, it's kind of a rare unit. I love it, though. It's got good low-end power. And anyway.
So what is your plan with this stuff? Are we going to unload it?
No, I'm going to actually leave it on the trailer for now, because we don't need the trailer.
Okay.
So, but once I plow, I'm going to plow it where we park the trailer. I'm going to get the snow off, and I'm going to tarp it so I don't have to deal with the snow. I think they shorted me 1 roll of this.
Seriously?
Yeah, so this was Marketplace. This was from a supplier.
Oh, okay.
And then the cool thing about this too is it has a sock. So
I can see it.
yeah, this is
So it looks like a small version of this
yes.
underneath like a nylon sock.
Yeah. So the sock is to help stop sediment from going in. And then this is also perforated, and that's intentional. So that means that moisture can come in and out of these tubes. Because last thing we want is once we pull air down, that air is going to have humidity. We don't want to trap water in here. So then that'll go into the soil. It can disperse.
So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and then that's the sock is to stop it from filling with any sediment or sand or.
All right. Well, whoa! Yay! That's what I was hoping was going to happen. So, what's our plan today?
Uh,
I
Kyle?
got. Well, sorry. Let me just quickly say what I'm doing. Mine is literally Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day with the chickens. I gotta go sweep and put some hay out for them and keep them entertained for the rest of the day and help Jane.
Yeah, and feed me.
I'm making porridge right now.
I don't like porridge.
It has raisins in it.
Oh, that's good. I gotta strip the last section of Rammed Earth.
Oh yes. Okay, so we are gonna do that. That was the other part that we talked about yesterday that we said we were gonna do, but we had done because of the impromptu trip. Okay, so we are gonna strip that. Hopefully we can get it onto this video. If not, it'll go onto the next one.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to do it.
Okay.
It's a little dangerous. Like I went down there to check it and slipped. There's so much snow.
Okay.
It may not look like lots, but it's plenty to deal with because especially our driveway's so big and
Luckily it's light fluffy. It's not the big heavy like the stuff that gets stuck to the dog's feet. And that sags the
netting.
netting in the chicken coop.
We you got to cross country ski. You got to go break a trail.
Yeah, I'm gonna break trail. I'm gonna break out my cross country skis for the first time this year because we finally have enough snow. I'm gonna break trail either back in the Crown Land or I'm gonna do one around our property. I haven't decided yet. That's our plans for today. I would like to introduce everybody to Homestead Ned. He is our new cat, Kitten, that we just got. He was found on the side of the road with his two brothers in a cardboard box in Alberta, rural Alberta. And then he was taken over to the Humane Society, where my brother and his wife who live in Sylvan Lake, Alberta, fostered him, his brothers. And I was out there visiting them a couple weekends ago and just fell in love with this cat. And my Aunt Janine, who a lot of you know, fell in love with Dusty, I think was the other one that she wanted. And then Ashley's going to get the other brother. So they've all been adopted, which is amazing. But James was in Calgary and picked him up from my brother and his wife and then drove him home in the truck with the supply load that we showed you, and he did great. He's just been home with us, getting used to homestead life and the dogs, of course. The dogs have been really good. Jojo loves him. Clyde tolerates him, and Bob does not like him. But anybody who knows Bob, that's not a surprise. Bob is a real hard one to win over, but once you've won Bob over, you're in for life. That's just how Bob works. But he is the sweetest cat and the smartest cat. And the most loving, compassionate, and snuggly cat. I've never had a cat. I grew up in dog homes. Like, I don't know why I never had a cat. So this is my first time ever having a cat. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so you'll see him on the channel a lot. He's only, I think Krista said he was born in September, so he's only a few months old. Like 3 months old. We want him to be an outdoor cat. We want him to be a mouser. We want him to be able to
enjoy the outdoors here. So he's been training agility training with this little toy thing that I got him. He quite enjoys that, and you can tell that he's a hunter because he stalks this thing and goes and hides under this, like at below the stair, his ears down, and trying to stalk this thing. So I do think that he's going to be a good bouncer, and we think that he probably came from a farm as well, just because they smell like a farm when they've done them. So they were probably barn cats, and they probably come from a line of barn cats, which is a good thing. That's what we want. If he doesn't want to go outside, he doesn't have to, but ideally it would be nice to have an outdoor cat. I just think that's best for cats and dogs. But yeah. Ned. Homestead Ned.
You are special.
Oh my god, dude.
Jack's fine, I think she snagged on. Come on. Come here. Sit down, Fawn.
What happened? Did you find a cut?
It's on her tip of her ear, I think. I'm quite sure it's on the tip of her ear.
The blood is frozen on her head.
Good girl. It's okay. We're gonna get you cleaned up. You have no idea. Okay, it's all over her head because she's shaking. Oh, dang.
We gotta find the cut.
It's on the tip of her ear, I swear.
Oh,
I saw it dripping.
Jojo, what happened?
I think my truck is covered in blood.
That's a lot of blood from the tip of her ear. Yeah, it is the tip of her ear. Are you okay? You don't even look like this when you go to a kill site. That's how cold it is outside. This frozen blood. Frozen blood.
Wow. So, I know you don't like to get wet, but we can't leave you like this. It's okay, sweet girl. Oh my goodness.
Do you want some help, Bob?
Yeah, it's like literally all over my truck. Hey, sweetie. Ah, come on.
What did you think when you picked her up?
Well, once I saw that her demeanor, I knew it wasn't too bad. She's no different. She's like, hey.
Tell the people what happened. Just now.
Well, I tracked her over by her boyfriend's because she goes for a walk, and where is it?
You know, I was at the vet. Not the vet. I was at the pet store the other day when I brought the dogs.
Honey.
I was gonna get, there's this stuff that you can get, it's called stop bleed. I think it's kind of like, you know, you can put invisible Band-Aid on.
Oh, it's so.
I wonder if we have invisible Band-Aid.
Well, crazy blue. What if she's not bleeding anymore?
Are you okay, Josh? Did you get snagged in the barbed wire? Yes. Okay. It's okay. We'll fix you up. See what Joe. None of them can. Wash my hands. Okay, finish telling the people what happened.
Okay, anyways, she came running out of the snow. And she doesn't like to get wet. But I saw it dripping from her ear and I just can't see it.
Yeah, I saw a little cut.
It's okay, sweetie. Wow. Did you hit the barbed wire?
Look at her collar.
Ken
It looks like she was in the war.
said they were running really fast along the fence line. Oh, it's dripping. Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's on her ear for sure. It's right here.
Yeah, that's where I saw it too.
It's actually pretty deep. You're such a good girl. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it could have taken the whole tip off.
Well, when she plays, a lot of times they're running in one direction and looking another.
Mm-hmm.
That tiny little cut. But she looked like she was in a war. So her friend's dad said that it's okay. That she was perfectly healthy when you left her. So anyways, she came running out and all you can see is white snow and white Jojo with the reddest head. I thought she got into pigment from Rambert. And then I was like, no, that's not pigment. That's blood. Okay, we'll rinse this one more. So Jojo is such a princess that she doesn't like to get wet. We've tried to bring her into the shower. She will not have it. If it rains, she's inside. Okay. Well, that was a scare. Scare.
Ooh. Getting lighter out earlier.
Yeah. It's still winter.
Yeah, it wasn't. The sky wasn't light before. It's 7:30 in the morning ish. The sky's getting light, which means the days are getting longer, which is a good sign. And it's minus 25.
24 upstairs on the thermostat
Yeah,
there. The thermometer there, yeah.
I think it's more like closer to minus 30 right now. So this is the first cold night for the chickens. When I tucked them in last night, they were all huddled closer together on the roost than they normally are. I forgot to grab their water thing, so I'm going to have to get that and defrost it. But I just want to go in and make sure that everybody's okay and check on the bunnies. Let's see what the temperature is in here. Ooh, it's minus 20.
That's cold.
Yeah.
Turn the light off.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh.
Very warm.
It actually feels a lot warmer in here.
It does, because of the wind chill, because at least the structure keeps the wind off, right?
Yeah. Minus 20 is warm.
Yeah, they're all huddled together. Hey, you were on the floor, Missy. Are you warm enough? How'd you guys do? How'd you guys do? You're all huddled together, so that's good.
Do you want a heater? It's only going to get colder.
Yeah.
Should I go get it?
Yes, please.
We're going to leave them cooped up today?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they need some heat. Or do you think we should just do the heat lamps?
I don't think they're gonna raise the ambient temperature. What they can go to them. I think we need a heater for at night because I don't think those lamps are gonna be on. I think it puts them out of sorts if it's light.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get the heater. We're going to need the heater anyway. And then if I want to put lamps in here today, I can.
I'll be back.
Okay. Hello, everybody. You guys did so good. They're warm. They're warm. Alright. Super duper frozen. Solid. I usually bring this in at night. Let's get the big light on. Guys, this will get you going. This will get you going. Yes, they're up. You see how Ginger is all puffed up like that? That's what they do to keep themselves warm. She's shaking a little bit too, so she's cold, but see how she's super puffed up all of her feathers? That's so they can generate some heat by air in between their feathers, in between their down feathers. So these chickens are cold, even though there's a whole bunch of them. They're cold.
Yeah, let's plug this heater in.
Yeah. James brought the heater, so we're gonna plug that in. And the heater,
It's so frozen.
oh no. Unless it's like -40, the heater usually does a pretty good job of keeping it at least 5 degrees warmer than outside. So that should help. But if these chickens are cold after they've been huddled together all night, that's not a good sign. So we're going to get some supplemental heat. The cord frozen.
It's like so frozen.
Oh.
Let's get a break.
Should we bring it inside for a bit and just set up the heat lamps for now?
No.
Okay.
You okay?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
On high for now. Okay.
Okay.
We did the right thing insulating this, I think.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like the wind that we had yesterday was insane.
Yeah.
Look how puffy Indy is.
It's got like a, is it just me or is it dusty in here or what is it?
I just stirred up all the poop.
Oh.
Like did the poop scoop thing. Okay, so we got -20 right now.
18. It's actually warming quite a bit. Crazy. You can see it move. It's down to 17 now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll come back and check.
Our high today is like 24 below.
Puppy, come on. Oh. Shoot. Man, good crack today.
Josh. So pretty. So pretty, Josh. Well, Josh likes to shake. And every time she shook, she would bleed. Looked like a horror movie. So my little contraption, I got some foam in here and taped her ears together so that the one doesn't go flap, flap, flap. Seems to be working. It's been about 5 hours. I thought it would clot up enough overnight, but it scabs over and she's just got too much torque on her shake.
The big floppy ears.
Yeah, you got too much torque, George. And she's also tied up today because we found another kill site. Well, Jojo found it. And it's by her boyfriend Buddy's. And I lured her away and flew the drone there today, but our drone isn't really working because of the temperature. It's fogging up. There must be some humidity in the lens. Anyways, I have to keep her tied up until that is gone because she's going to get sick. She just can't help herself from going there. She's too smart. She knows exactly where it is, right? She said, "Nope, I'm mad." Looks like she's got a DJ. She's got headphones on.
She totally does. She's being such a good sport about it.
Yeah.
Look at this gorgeous day we have.
Yes.
But what is the temperature currently?
I'm going to say 24 below. I haven't checked.
Yeah,
But
it's about that.
sunshine makes a difference. No wind.
Yeah. Beautiful bluebird day.
So we did change the thermostat in Bob's taxi, and I did plow. And then the next morning I went to start Bob's taxi, and it won't start, and it's not power. So now I have a new problem with Bob's taxi. Fortunately, we plowed, except for like half inch. And I plowed at night. But it fixed one thing and then a new problem, and I think it's the temperature and some humidity or moisture in the electrical. And it's just too cold to even try to start equipment. So I've been cleaning up the pit. It as the greenhouse, all the materials and everything's covered in snow. So I created a bunch of work for myself by not covering it up before the snow. But with everything happening with Jojo and the trip to Calgary, trying to fix Bob's taxi, and plowing for neighbors. I plowed a bunch of neighbor stuff too. So the fellow that lent us his Bobcat, their driveway it's got to be like at least double ours. So, yeah. Anyways, we got to check on the chickens. So let's go check on the chickens and make sure they're good.
Got a big load of snacks for the chickens. So one of the best ways to take care of them in the winter is to entertain them with food. So this is for the bunnies. This one, the brown container. I've got carrots, broccoli, and banana peels. It's very interesting, but the bunnies just eat them right up. They love it. And then in my arm, I have some oats that I made, some scrambled eggs, the mixture of bugs, sunflower seeds, and corn, and then some extra cracked corn here. Let's walk and talk. I learned about giving chickens corn in the winter and also oats because they are a carbohydrate, and what it does is it just takes more energy for the chickens to digest it, and in turn creates energy in their body and warms them up. So it's a good thing to give them in the later afternoons or before bed, because then while they're digesting it, they're creating heat in the body. And then over here, I've got some lettuce and some spaghetti squash. And the spaghetti squash, they just chomp away at it, and it just keeps them busy. It's like a longer. This stuff will be done in 5 minutes. The spaghetti squash will take you for the rest of the afternoon. Check the temperature in here too. Oh wow, toasty!
Wow,
Look at that.
the heater's working.
Zero. The heater's working real good. I think we should turn it down.
Yeah, it was on high.
I turned it down from that, so I'm going to turn it down again. There we go. Look at them. They're like, we're bored.
Yeah, well,
All right, they're going to love this. Hey. No eggs today, huh? I don't blame you. Hey, everybody's got to share, though. There you go. That's a real fan favorite right there. Aw, are you guys cold? Give me a cold. We were told by the owners, the people that were taking care of these bunnies for, that they can withstand super cold temperatures. I mean, they have their little house, but it's not insulated or anything. They can handle the cold, so I'm assuming that's right. But I mean, a bunch of treats isn't going to hurt anything. They seem fine to me. Last year, it was minus 40 for weeks on end, and these bunnies were fine. They weren't inside at all. So we do have the hatch closed for the chickens to keep the chickens warm. Usually the bunnies go in and out of the coop, but there's a huge pile of hay over here that they've been snuggling up in, and then, like I said, there's their little house where they're safe, and there's some fresh bedding in there.